Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a market in Market Tracker 360. There are 4 main ways to create markets. The first one is we basically create the market for you. The second way is a keywords-based market. The third is a products-based market. And the fourth is a market based on brands. I'm going to start with showing you how to create a keywords-based market, and then I'll go over the other 3 methods as well. So the first thing is I want to show my screen, and this is what it looks like when you log into Market Tracker 360. And the first thing you'll do is you'll click on create a market, okay? And this is where it's going to show you all the different kinds of markets you can create. First one is create my market for me. And like I said, I'm going to show you the keywords. So I'm going to click on keywords here and hit next. This is going to be based on keywords that you choose. And for this, I would suggest that you're going to want to choose your top 3 to 5 hero keywords to create a market. If you don't know what those keywords are, you can utilize Magnet and Cerebro that's within this tool in order to get some more keywords, and that will help you to create the market. Now, you're going to want to also remember that the search volume needs to be a minimum of 1,000 for each of those keywords, and 1,000 searches per month is what I mean. So make sure that that is the case. If we take a look, I'm going to actually create a keyword-based market based on green tea. So I'm going to put green tea in here. And you can see there is some Smart Complete that shows you some kind of options there. I'll say matcha tea, and I'm going to choose that. And maybe I'll do matcha green tea. And maybe I think, oh man, I want to add maybe 2 more really relevant keywords. What you can do is you can go down here and hit start. And this is where it's going to start showing you. So when you hit analyze keywords, it's going to show you kind of similar keywords that are going to be related to these green tea searches. The next one is Cerebro, and Cerebro is great because you can do a reverse ASIN search on maybe your main competitors. You can find the keywords that they're, basically ranking for organically and sponsored. So if you click analyze ASINs, it's just going to analyze that ASIN. You can put up to 10 there, but this is just an easy way to help you kind of find some quick keywords. Now, what I usually like to do is I like to kind of filter, and I'm going to put in phrases containing matcha on here, and I'm just going to apply the filter. And let's see, we've got matcha powder, which could be good. We already added in matcha tea. So I'm going to just put up here matcha powder, and I'm going to just choose that keyword. And the next thing we're going to do, because I've found that keyword, is I'm going to create my market. Now, if you need more instructions on how to utilize Cerebro or Magnet, you can actually go to those tools up at the top toolbar, and what you can do is you can watch some of the learning videos and learn how to do more in-depth keyword searches on Magnet and Cerebro, and that will be very helpful for all parts of your business. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit next. This is where we're going to kind of set some filters for our market. And the first thing is you're going to want to choose, if you want to choose based on, how big the revenue is in a 30-day period. You can do it based on a price range. You can do it on a rating score. So maybe you could say, hey, I don't want to see any of the bad rated products, even if they're selling well, I just want to take them out. You can do that. You can also add in ASINs here, and you can add in lots and lots of ASINs here, but the more ASINs you do add, it's going to definitely slow down your results in your market a little bit. So that's something to keep in mind. But this is where you can add some more ASINs, and this is where you can add in subcategories and categories. And I like to choose this one for green tea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, I think it's gourmet and grocery, and then beverages. And then I'm going to go down to where it says tea, and I'm going to click on green tea, and I'm going to choose the main category there, green tea, and then also matcha. And that way we have kind of both of those. And the next thing is you're going to hit next. And this is where you're going to name your market. You can set a default currency, and you can also set a default date range. Say you wanted to see the last 24 months, you can see the last 24 months, the last 6 months, you set it up based on whatever you want. I also recommend keeping this on child ASIN. It's going to give you more accurate revenue representation than having the parent ASIN. And then market updates. So this is how we are going to update the market. So if you have it on automatic, that means that we're going to automatically add relevant products to your market. If you want it controlled, you basically will decide whether or not you want to add those particular products into your market. And then if you disable it, then you're not going to get any suggestions for new products to be added into your market. Right down here, you have kind of an overall view of what you've done in terms of your filters. And if it's all good and okay, you're going to go ahead and hit create market. Okay, so that's what you're going to do to create your market using keywords. Now, the others are very simple, and I'm just going to go back. I'm going to go back to Market Tracker 360 here, and I'm going to show you how to create those other markets. So the first one I'm going to show you is create a market for you. This is really easy. This is basically us doing the work for you. I'm going to hit next. What you need to make sure though is you need to have your Helium 10 account connected to Seller Central. So you need to make sure it's all connected. You can actually choose which token you want to utilize or which market you want to make a market for. So that's your choice there. And then you can choose the different products. So maybe I just wanted to do egg trays. I can just select those and hit next. And then you can say, hey, I don't want to create custom rules, or I do. So this will take you to the same rules that we did before. So you can fill these out based on whatever it is that you want to do and those products. And then you can name the market again. You can set up, how you want updates in the market and all this same great information. So it's pretty straightforward once you know how to kind of fill in these filters. And so that one is pretty easy. So again, you can have us do all the work for you, or you can maybe add in some custom rules. So if we go back again to the creating a market, this next one is based on products, okay? So what you can do is you can add products based on the ASINs. So we've got, let's see. So we're gonna go ahead and hit, there's one green tea there that I have, and I'm gonna find another one. I'm just gonna do two to kind of show you. And I'm gonna just copy and paste this. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna paste that there. And then this is how you're gonna kind of set up your market. Again, you can name your market. You can set the default currency and the date range, and it's gonna be based on these. And you can add or adjust more ASINs right here if you want to. I usually always say to set it on a child ASIN. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to hit create market. Okay. So that is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do based on products. And if we go back, I'm going to show you how the last one, it's brands. Okay. So this is based on brands. Now you're going to want to put in all the brands that you want to have in this market in here. You can't go back and add or edit any brands. And you're also not going to get any suggestions of other similar brands. You're basically going to only get suggestions of new products within those brands. So say Nike is, one of the brands you put in here, and Nike comes out with, some new products, then you can go ahead and it'll basically give you the option to add that to your market if you do controlled, or it'll automatically update that into your market. So let's go ahead and put Nike in here as one of the brands. We can also put maybe Adidas. Okay, so I'm just going to start with that. And so again, you're going to want to put all the brands in here that you want to create a market for. And then you can, again, set these same criteria just like we did for the keywords market. And once you're done with that, you're going to hit next, and then you'll name your market and go ahead and make sure everything is all good, and you'll create the market there. So that is a basic overview of how to create your markets within Market Tracker 360. It's pretty straightforward. So hopefully you guys can set up your markets pretty easily. And the more you do this, the more you're going to learn a little bit more on how to do it. But it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And so go ahead and start creating your markets.